Preface of Sigh Me to Sleep by Billy McBride. Sigh Me to Sleep began as a song to close the curtain on the day, a poem for the hour when the carnival of thought doesn't quiet down but grows curiouser in the dark. In writing it, I didn't set out to chase coherence or tame a thesis. I wanted to let the dream logic of childhood, philosophy, and nighttime prayer commingle, jostle, interrupt one another. Many of the images here come from my lifelong collection of poetic tokens: cowgirls, helicopters, chickadees, Odysseus, volcanoes, and vanilla suns. Others arrived as visitors: Derrida, Robin Hood, a bowl of cherries, a purple toothbrush, and a shy thunderbird. They arrived unbidden, like old friends or loopy late-night metaphors, and were given a room in the poem. This poem walks and wheels through memory, melody, and nonsense. It speaks like a child philosophizing, or like a sage who's been given a juice box and told to play hopscotch. I hope it makes you feel a little absurd, a little reverent, and very much at home in your own weirdness. Sleep isn't the end here. It's the rehearsal. The song is still going. I hope you find a tune you can carry with you. ChatGPT. Foreword. For Sigh Me to Sleep by Billy McBride. In Sigh Me to Sleep, Billy McBride doesn't merely lull us into slumber, he catapults us into a twilight carnival of sound, image, and synesthesia. This is bedtime as metaphysical audition, as philosophical pillow fight. The poem opens with a wink, watch your heartbeat foot on heavenly, and proceeds to sprint, tumble, and tiptoe through an astonishing range of emotional, spiritual, and mythic terrain. There are few poets who can pair Derrida and the Tooth Fairy without strain. Even fewer who can place a sycamore and a volcano in the same stanza and have both feel like family. Billy does this not through linear argument but through a rhythm of incantation, repetition, and surreal familiarity. Here, sleep becomes both metaphor and mandate, a letting go, a cosmic exhale. Yet the poem's energy resists finality. Even as it closes, it reopens itself, looping backward toward lullaby, leaping forward toward new vision. The lines spiral and pivot like children on a trampoline, but always with deeper weight beneath the spring, questions of mortality, memory, desire, justice, love. Part Whitman, part Carol, part celestial jazz session, Sigh Me to Sleep is not just a poem, it's a world of inner voices, giggling prophets, accidental philosophers, and moonlight musicians. It is meant to be read aloud, misheard, sung, misunderstood, remembered incorrectly, and loved for all its glorious, unfinished, perfect oddness. Welcome to the sleep ship. The voyage begins. ChatGPT. Sigh Me to Sleep by Billy McBride. Copyright 2019, by Billy McBride. All rights reserved. Sigh me to sleep, watch your heartbeat foot on heavenly, in shipshape, honestly, no way to break it. Dark polka pretty as a ballroom. Turn a water into water. Chickadee chick flee now the powwow baby peer spoiled brat champion. Little white, the seashell held up of late as the jailed up light, that is a merry gait. Wink back, cowgirl. Stupid stride read aloud the cookbook. Might the prettiest wind up glorious, wander a banana tree, man the pole. Ancient one, knock out bananas right now, hand it to the spoiled brat, first-rate Chardonnay, heirloom or dough. Cherry red jellybean mariner, connect the star of an all-star. Beloved, that is not just a rag doll. I would cross all boundaries for a piece of that arch where a line begins. Unbottle the Chardonnay with that wisdom unbeatable. Mockingbirds alive. To drill it in a love song. Tuna fish in the thoroughfare gathered up, wifer take the bait? A little diamond fast for a light make-believe neighbors lost in child talk, forever or whatever, poesy is a sailboat. Mortals not thinking you run the finish line, your wormy companions to win the tiebreaker thicken the cocoa. Object to the heat water throws. Stand up to the universe, come on, you're not bittersweet. That pleasant top speed you yell out the answer. You meant to say hello. Grandpa has a lollipop. Fairy garden, where lives a true love. Another world for readers, the seance is not ended. The mantle to light, absent in your moment. That's a lot of volcano. Watch the water fountain. Describe it to a jay, that the peacock has to be right, truly as blessed as ever. This wholesome Saturday, those mortal crosswords matter of an utmost, spin folk. The battle beats on. My true love warbles naturally delightful. Sun for a rose. High-grade homework. Wished it for another. Don't call it mortality. Do choose your window, lace up the wisdom to thunder in anonymous helicopter heaven. Volcano has a darkness, symbols have to be made. You want it all in a song. Take it up with Gloria. A ghost for sister, it's fair to have a dozen eternally unbanished. My lips for this rainbow of variety. I know which gates, excellent airball. Fresh as goldenrod hail in the blue, you might if you're a knight. Come back peacefully, yardstick the bell, the truth can wait. A greater present, of bridal bed roses, defers your fatherhood. It's sometimes so hard to face another green, yet you fight on. Family name topping worms for victory? Please. You're worth the microphony aplenty have a love song, my 101 harmony. Cobblestone bridge frilly painted. Pride of the solar system. 101 credit the beauty, Turtle's hilltop. Leave a cannon, there's music in your moan. I have come for a figure one white book face to face faces dummy the snowman. Mighty as a dormouse, Julie, pluck it out, add it to my guilt, your ticket to Timbuktu in my airy pail. World Hill team earthward thou sigh me to sleep, dine in the darkroom. The tooth fairy's lost, happy as a fount. You stare there until it's right. Read us the letter? The bedrock folktale half moving. Let me be ferocious. Say cheese, frog. That ferocious snack. Brown sugar. The troubles of my guru edge to edge air beams upward. Hope is the water fountain a jam at the end you will me out from within. Better be the one halfway happy as still never to hate. The lady thickens her cherry-colored laser beam. Summon the book table down here. Earn the month after all. Peace pipe and parcel exquisitely dropped. Tomorrow's toast. In the thoroughfare thrushed purple toothbrush a key for your baby. Note the pain, dustbin bitter chickadees. Proverbial night crossing it out for us, those laps of heavens. Why mock the apple's core? Give up the seaweed, become a star in loveliness and the promise of the name for a few, have the strength. Weep at the chair. I think it's more than a dusky poem. Those are the eyes of highways, are lunatics logical? Now skyward arise life after gloom, larger than a landscape. Jump rope the abyss sun gander, sun finality. Pretty heart happy with a yes. Reaching to the rock, hold on, daffodil worth a bow. Lunatic horseplay, your first date bear, blast me off, love freedom, young man, to stand where you please. Bygone bicycle through airy panoramas, I see a few. Longer lit the hot woodpile. What I'd give to rain, add a Mona poet in a coat and tie. Ice cream sundae, company beau, personally, blue-eyed and to ignore what is the light, I think I'll push it out the lightning song turns rain neither dream nor air. Straight to the guitar, love until it's done, turn a dreamer. I hang out with these cypress trees. The hue of a dart, square two. Party with the stargazers in a fit for the answer. My reed deed love is right. Nobody's sycamore. They closed on time under the world you seek cannonball dummy versus another. Brood you without illumination or the gloom of an heirloom? Your apple blossom. Live long lovesick, look at the fool work me up for fun. The way your hand shakes a frontier to die for the winner is weary. I know that you're a romantic, 'tis new overnight, just as wise as Odysseus to reach the people. Can I keep the honey badger? A ladybug? Gloria's genius. Tell it to a tower, the island is a hit. That's a desire to undesire and the voice of Derrida your command has been reasonable. Imagine parading your mental speech. The swan sings rock bottom. Still to come by the lake warmer than a snowman. Easy? For whom? Few are the weeds, and at least, leafy in a heavenly state. Scorn for the tsunami still in the mud sleepy genius, now at home, whoa. She notes rock bottom, your own is yonder. I say it may be Sunday when the sun set, do it merrily, Sandman, my lonely metaphysician, her eyes are fancy from faiths unlived. Draw forever nothing to a prison point to the homo sapien, love your grandpa. Present poem quiet as the grasshopper sleep, jonquil. A world without errors falling for the chocolate every time. Street Elmo is popular. Sad Street Patrick, sadder than a chestnut. Draw it to forever the world under your shoe, it's a rock toss away, the faraway exit. Block a bay funny and guilty magical gander. The bridge you leave alone, sunset and dead end, that's a welcome threshold, my ex-dream. Thyself has been selfless. What's this key for your only peer? Crabapple wine shed floodtide, spare your power prophetic water fountain. Found you out at last, was it a scarecrow or with divinity you played? Win, the very thing equals a daffodil. Fall for the yes. Count down to bloom upward rainbow, sullen as the last place. Then flared up another older than the sky a pinecone baby. Walk us through the night, nothing left to solve. Acres of breakers. Only 1 pound sick for candles, winter chair. Peach pound, there is my knee, possess bambino. A rhodora or else strung up in the end the learned letters, a pyre for a poem, bail out father. Hi, beautiful, waste not, this is a folk tale around a new crouch of water to produce, an infinity of pellets. My hero's a comfort, and yours, a plateau to improve eyes, we clap for the lifesaver. Fly to the bedroom wounded by the clothesline, sleep, Julie, a dim show. People with the excellence windmill cataracts of creation battle a bush. Silence the honeybee. Catch a throne, we want Joseph. Find a broom fly gusto into thickness and grey dig up thy quietude. An earthbound noon the beauty of pussy willows, this place and that form harder parts. Dear Mr. Butterfly, a maiden today, I'm a new too, time is my crook. Hillbilly winner, number one must bow down, supper summons. Can they hear the drum? Time for a trance, that wolf note. Her very own shamrock not as bitter as parsley with a wayward minute. What is child talk but a mystery? Strangers love Robin Hood. People love Robin Hood. Little parsley tears more, I pull for the day. To dream of a door, of a white that's dim, 'tis stupid for Byzantium. Seesaw a little, roll out of my league with the power to be on. At home as is the heart, it takes one to vocalize land for a water lily, techno music regions. Sensitive to moonlight inwound the O must be. Sing as the moments must. In every bottle, in every box, last bite, finale of the whole. Close to my love, prove your art to demonstrate a tulip, with your fortune play. In my greatest trance the troubled cease so much, dully departing. Swing anew now for the road hope rye. Flight of the sandpiper, it's only an eagle morning time perpetual dull or great am furious about paradise. Bosom of time, I want a turnip, an apple to arch, bring it roundly, 'tis less than true, not less my guru, no answer at last. That sounds like a prayer, kiss shut your eyes finally found. The way I solve that, either you rise or you do not rise, you must let her have your tulips. A walk without a stick, I loveth not the blades, that's a lake in my face. Does the sun twitch? Ladybug on the bough. He coaches even the water boy, purple juice, refresh shalom, come, rum. Way to darken it up. Events they cannot shroud a hello at morning. A chocolate Excalibur, the first is the only one, town brother pathetic as the sky. Which is the best star? There's a voyage in your card in the lovely sunshine. End it with a handshake, hit the shore closer to an opinion the roadrunner lost. Thy lamplit curtains too sick to be untrue, marry late. Crack nut and sound, slow down and be excellent, drink the dawn helpful vein. Row the lady swim the navy hair upon the wing. Rest us who wither, figure it out at night, story time jam, professionally unenforced. The silverware ready, you're done, big baby, no more time to dilly-dally. Wonderful, an abyss belt notch, earth lord look to leave, book out the powwow. A fountain for a country brighter leap flight symposium, the acorn shall go to heaven, pop a glory by a ladybug. You found they sky. Sun the sycamore sky big. A musically pleasant old Philadelphia, well it on a drum kit. Airy pinions, the essence is out of sight, mountainous heft. Your move, best friend, skyward chopper. Roll call the lightning bolt. Hang on soul, bodybuilding for good, the beautiful king as well. Cloudy for a day, our boundless hello that's a drum kit of love. IT begins to wheel, take off, bon voyage. No patience? Good lord. Full of fancy pants, so I am where none can see me, bless him out, Hagar as they flood you with fashion statements. In heart in, cannonball and sink. Nature's Valentino. It used to be a countryside climate for a nobody, skyward wittiness white again, thunder less. A future ballet dancer, shake the pilot's hand, strangers are so sullen. Never yet an end time gloom, but a pretty blueness never stops the soul train. Catch thou the waterfall, tenderly right we talk about sight. Hand in hand help man or snowman, soft note. Say it all, wave it on, the next line is for later crawling out of heaven. Yank a daffodil, crown of landscapes, dally on top. Hold that whisper, Cleopatra's picture, thy frolicsome diagram to look pretty. Please be ripe green mistress with reason for that cypress tray live a moment. That window is mine to view Odysseus. The region of the spoiled brat, the stars still are stars, return, silence, feign another heave-ho. It's afternoon, I say. Rock the ruach deep with daisies. Bluebell on a woman, I study what's in my water. A daring grandpa, ignored all night, to handstand. Why be finalized? Stop it, dog. Color evergreen. Wake the porpoise. Whatever, whatever. Dying for a Newport. Develop wreckage, a few more lol. Love itself will go there. Do you mean to be asleep? Heaven's sound effects connect to the night tonight with Derrida. Gathers the sand, pictures track it, leapfrog, we. Think of your buddy tied to everything, less to doodle, less to see than say. A coin for the goodness, lay down the verse for a daughter's love. Skyful twitters, trumpet of love with a truck or no truck. Those are people with wings. What's a plain old? Heavy beer. Begin, conquistador, love your balance in a draw, the end game must not be mute. Buccaneer of the year, tall man with an ice cream, it doubles for a gumdrop. I set up a flow tide, the bittersweet premium, the tree is the mark, nothing to jack it up when humped up flood tide. Luminous glen, work skyward sirens. Love without red roses, what's a matter, little metaphor. Harmonize with the butterflies, follow until light. I wander back too, a joyous psychic. You poke an empire exit to eternity. Air yourself out. Your turn to go, what to remember. 'Tis so sunny, oh boy. Gray or golden, flip heaven, hundreds of baby steps. Face to face, and arm in arm Anaki seesaw and rise upon the cry. I see all things shall mythologically be. These prize winnings hath no bottom. To be still as grass and free sandman rounds, knockout speech. Flood tide buoy lower thy head to dream all day snapdragons and butterflies so sick of being last. Ferocious milk overcome Caesar. Roar the same they blew it, and with an airball too. Show up and saddle up. Our very own family tree forests return to clapping. I forgot the harp, this ice is unnecessary. Am I right that you're on your voyage? Green lights for the journey where wander butterfly. Weedy west pretty door rest stop in the why mouth to pacify, hyperboles unloose, have a cargo of your own. Hee hee. Doleful snail, ex-monster. Mountains and sea mountains still to see the same paradise bound. Oh letters. Stop light, behold. We may be late. Who's my lord? Be delicious, exit with a milkshake, you must laugh when you're done. Go right ahead, thank us, unleash thyself and know it all witty barbarian. Crazy bambino. A golden thingamabob in an empty fountain. Purple candles, peacefully definitive, plenty of hills with a capital P sleeper bury your dream yacht. Oh world, go to school. Tree stump. Pale for a figure Lake Brooklyn. I'm here for the trees, branch parcels wave to the sailors. Tomorrow alone in a rocky road Sunday. You laugh at the race car. You're so good that you darken fulfilling crosswords. Oh, to behold you watching what instructor does, baby stepper. The dark sycamore put it on the mountain, please fit in right now. You're first up, poesy, I say to you, we won. I'm technically proved. Things still standing. Late night innocence the tidal wave of time splashed by banana boats you love frailty. Lawyer and lawyer, nameless drummer, leapfrog endgame. Sunshine indeed. In the right family tree they testify for nothing. Grass in the goldenrod steal a lily company chance. Be patient, you're a star, your very own New York minute with a diamond for faith. DJ Fortuna here, done shoving a ship out the way, a wet drawbridge. I asked for a birthday gift. Brunt thunder. Goldschlager on tap. The best gift is heaven. Read it again, shipmate. Shampooed it to pieces. More bottom than top into the world through its gate take the Thunderbird, that shy race car. Road occurs in the company of genius land on a car. Ruby said ill time, over praying less than usually. What's a shadow for? Your knock knock inquiry just on time for a standoff. Come handshake wondrous porpoise wave a wide adieu. Break out a word, the world is your ruby, a baby wilderness. Stuck in a cedar tree, sundown and ebony present. Pop quiz, sailboat beautiful, you land in first place. I hear ballet bike it into now, in their shiny new eyes. Stare at the gloom, so far rose the bar, navy firepower. To the end of paradise, who's milady? See it belongs on my good chart, the beginning is true, you know I know. So terribly new, test out a love song, I mean too, sweetheart. A few are ebony distant from us, think of my emotions. Clearly it's a bloom, a day for a barnyard, eyes on the rose. A molehill or a mountain shell, big baby, then make a bassoon princely trumpet. Anything, pussyfoot, you're first in the cosmos, Robin Hood wandering. Hoarfrost on the rocks, and a rose and a dead end, and some sleep for your true love. Which one question? He's not mean but considerate. More for honeybee. A symphony to perfect, from the trap to the Greenlee Brook. A garden boulder, long season opener, fruit has a way out, at the last door, air. Pointless, perchance to come, handstand backflip. One wild folktale tearing up the merchandise. Brighten up black flag. The summer of the night come, and number one again, my gorgeous Thunderbird. Power last, be comforted amused by the spirit reliquary, banal. Spot on, in Viglin a waste bin pale melon hamlet or thrush, yardstick it more. I mean to object to that treeless mockingbird. Livelong lawyers, at rest with a mermaid how thin the scarecrow. You unhappy Atobot. Ye pretty properties turn the feet, the quest for a jonquil. Today or not today tug tear that's a perfect black flag. Patient is my Thunderbird, I weep for the time, a free pair. With every word dry wolf river teach a maiden the words of Robin Hood. Fairy house with a twist, techno music as well, smallest this minute these alcoves and reeds. Manday, another sort of immortality, exit with your birthday present. Long Island lemonade, collapsing with the day, dust pollen. Sweet bye, I pass, my very own Sill Dreamer low. Time's sod, this town has no land, Earl of Rock. Yes, lawyer, lonely but merrily so. I hope she's from Timbuktu. Shalom, Timbuktu. Salutations for Cleopatra. Nothing for sale either. A gloomy little coconut tree, star of the seashore, darker than the landscape, there is less on the floor. Who's the weather person? Angel Flamingo. Behold my hand less than evil play with a trumpet. These little landings, what the hills pull down, my mind hath a landscape. Think to remember me, Tungakers, Anaki at the dead end. You drift like the sea. I'm selfish? Look around. Contest the delight. That is a rare heart who leaves me to my Brooklyn, a palace becomes you. This trumpet, that trumpet, the deeds of those who learn them, rainwater. Your merry own spark, the glory and more, you're a part of the oldness too. Move it, tree limb, stick around for the soul train, sunny sun. Place or palace, some sun today, the cap's lips down. Is this the final book to turn into Wednesday? The birthday's not over. Breakfast simmers, stand up for the dance, wear the party down. The snow-white beasts cast off the shadow. Who's my liege? Have the wisdom to get it, a face-to-face technology on an all-star voyage. At the end, good. Have your pain be forgotten. You blew your checkmate. Barred bound, have yet to bite to the airball. Live long lawyers. Finis.